what a ride.
Pardon? What a ride, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful.
I've been having some problems sleeping and waking up, or just sometimes even just during the day, just having massive amounts of energy. And a lot of times, it's thoughtless energy, like I'm like struck by lightning, or maybe lightning could come out of my fingers.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
it goes away.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like in a way, it feels like the body is energized.
Energized but separate from the perception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, such may seem to happen, but that feeling or what is felt, it just comes and goes. You know, it comes and goes. It's beautiful when it comes and it's enjoyed, and then it goes away. But that which is always here, you know,
Yeah.
it's beautiful as well. Everything comes and everything goes. But itself as it is, it doesn't come and go. Love may come and go. Fear may come and go. Frustration, anger comes and goes. But what's here, this is always here. It doesn't go away. Yet it also appears as uh, that which seems to come and go. But itself as it is, it doesn't go away. It's always here. It may appear as everything. It may appear as an individual who's not yet there looking for it. It may appear as somebody who's there. It may appear as anything. It has no limitation. There are no limitations at all.
It's not
So
particularly
somebody
comfortable.
looking for it,
It's not particularly comfortable. The sensation of the energy. It's not particularly comfortable. But also everything you said applies. Uh-oh, you're frozen. Are you there? Ah, you are gone.
oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
It's not you, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it raining there?
No, no, it's not. It's not. It's very hot.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's very hot. It's very hot.
Are you having any power outages throughout the city?
Yeah, there are power outrages. Uh, Yesterday, I think around 6 to 8, there was a power cut. So it usually happens every area. There will be a power cut for 2 hours. So that's somehow disturbs the network. Yeah.
It's just fewer nodes for the traffic load. Fewer ways to route. It's like closing streets.
Yeah.
It's a strange day. Woke up at 5 and had all that energy and couldn't go back to sleep. But I also felt like I was cold inside. And then I got to work and like every little thing went wrong. I forgot my keys, had to go back home and get my keys, and just little things weren't working right. Just all morning. And then my head started to hurt. I still feel like all swollen. Finally, I got in a little bit of a groove, but it's funny how sometimes things work and sometimes things don't, you know?
Yeah. 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 Sometimes, there may seem to be that expectation that things will go just fine. Everything will fall into place. Everything will happen perfectly. But if there is that expectation, then there may seem to be disappointment because of that expectation that things will go in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if there is no expectation, things may happen as they happened. And
I don't mind when things don't go right as much, but I also don't get excited when they do.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. An expectation may seem to arise that all things will go, things will go as I expect them to go. But that's also what is appearing as an expectation. There is no real somebody who has an expectation. Whether there is jealousy arises, when there is jealousy arising, or anger arising, frustration arising, uh, all those don't belong to anyone. Same goes with thoughts. Thoughts are not your thoughts. They're just thoughts. They are appearing from this. They belong to nobody. Something may seem to say, I've been thinking, but that's just an imagination. There's no real separate somebody who's thinking, whoever thinks of anything. So thoughts don't belong to anyone. Even what seems to be a separate somebody who says, I've been thinking, that's another thought appearing in this. Or we can say it's just this appearing as thoughts. So there's no real person here. There's no individual already. Even the sense of being somebody is also this appearing as that. So not being there yet, trying to get there is imagined. That's an imagination. There's nobody to be there or not there. There's just this. And this is everything.
This appears to follow rules. This appears to have its own sense of balance.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is everything. Whether it appears to have a sense of balance or not, it's just beautiful. It's just it expressing itself as that. So there's nobody already. Even when it feels as if there's somebody there, but there's nobody. Also, they may be looking, happening, and it will be seen that there's just nothing there. Somebody being there, it was just an imagination. So your entire life is imaginary. Being a man is an imagination. Being a woman is an imagination. The body doesn't say I'm a man. We're a woman. The body doesn't know anything. The body doesn't know a separate self. Something that says it's my body, that is it's just never there. That thing doesn't exist. It claims to be the body, yet it's never existed. It's just a dream. It has no dreamer.
I gotta write that down. Sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
listening.
Yeah.
Just a dream. But there's no dreamer.
Yeah. This can never really be known. There's really nothing to be known. Yeah. Because even what seems to be the knower is already the unknown. All is unknowable. This as it is already wordless. It doesn't need any word. to be spoken, for it to be what it is. It's already here even before any word can be spoken. It's already here even before any seeking may arise. It's already here in the midst of getting into it, or in the midst of trying to find it. And the thing that is trying to find it, it is recognized as being unreal. So the seeker the seeker is just never there. The seeker will never really find what it's searching for, what it's seeking for, because it doesn't
The
exist.
seeker is already what it seeks.
Yeah, we can also say like that. So there's nothing here. You can never be seen. If something says, oh, they see me, it's that thing doesn't exist. It's just everything appearing as that. There's no real separate thing that can claim to be seen. And these bodies that are walking around in the busy streets, they are empty already. There's nobody in them. They're just flesh and bones. Some
Zombies.
Sorry?
Zombies.
Yeah. Or you can say machines, robots. Advanced robots. So it's just this. It's just everything. And you are it already, not as separate self, but as everything. When I say you, I don't mean like the body or somebody who's separate, because that's what doesn't exist. There's only everything. There are no individuals. So you, me, them, those are just words. And in as it is, words are just concepts. They're just meaningless. This, because this is already here. And this doesn't really mind the words. You can call
Thinking
it.
about death, you know,
It's-
if you think about somebody, what they are, flesh and bones, that what animates the flesh and bones. Just a little subtle difference. The animation goes one way and the flesh and bone continues with no animation. And it was the animation, awareness, the presence that is the only thing that ever was,
yes.
you know. So all that other stuff is like, you ever play video games like when you were a kid?
Yes, I
Got
did.
those little cartridges. Did you ever have any sort of, I don't know, you're a lot younger than I am. Maybe you had like CDs or DVDs where the games would come on or something.
Yeah, I had a PSP.
Okay. So that has like cartridges.
Yeah, there were those little CDs.
Yeah, like
That's
with
yeah.
a bunch of instructions on them.
Yeah.
And the electricity goes through all the instructions and the simulation happens.
Yeah,
It's like the energy is the animation, instructions. It's not the game. Instructions aren't exactly the game. Can't really do anything without the power. The power isn't the game. The
yeah,
power's there after the game. You know, the power never goes anywhere.
exactly. Mm. Yeah, I can say as well, in this case, the power is the game, and the game is the power. So
When the game is,
really,
go ahead.
can go ahead.
When the game is playing, it's that way with your PS2 as well. In exactly the same way.
Yeah, when I remember when I used to play a game via PSP, PlayStation Portable. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, back when I was young. Um, I would identify with a certain character there. Then,
Yeah.
then when that character gets destroyed, it's so painful. You know, try by all means to avoid to protect, the character. You know, yeah,
People mistake their real personas with their online personas now. In
yeah,
a very similar way. Very similar way. Dungeons and
yeah.
Dragons. Ever make it to South Africa? Dungeons and Dragons. Do you know that?
No, no, I don't know that.
It started as like a board game kind of thing, but people make elaborate stories. There's a dungeon master, and there'll be players, maybe like 2 or 5 people that are playing the game, and the dungeon master makes up a story, and each player is a person in the story, and they have to roll
Mm.
dice, and they go on adventures, and they get gold, and they kill dragons, and they get the maiden, or there's all these elaborate stories around, and people get really into it, imagining that they're these characters. This is just the same thing that you're talking about, but
Yeah,
it just lasts for hours and hours, and their characters, they'll go and meet in person with these people to play this game, and everybody that's there will pretend to be a different person. Killing dragons and stuff.
it must have been very addictive.
It's very addictive. Yeah, I was never really into it. Mitchell, my son's into it, and it's been around since I was born. It's really old, you know. And then so obviously with computers, it's gotten more sophisticated. People would like buy little models and paint them, hand paint these little statues to be their characters. It's a big hobby that people would have. Really intense. Escape by imagining a different dream. Maybe we're something else's different dream.
Yeah, when this dream uh, seems to end, it is recognized that even those if there was a thought that people died, they're no longer with us, it is recognized that nobody died. No, nobody ever dies. So there's no difference between the dead and the living. It's just the same thing. It's just disappearing as everything. Also, when the body collapses, it may also be seen that there were no other people. So it was just everything. It's just one life. Just this appearing as people. So really doesn't it this doesn't mind. Doesn't mind. It doesn't see the people, doesn't see the other. It sees itself. It recognizes that it has never been other people. It has never been a separate self. So there are no other people already. If it feels, if a family member passed or passes on or has passed on, then the feeling of loss may seem to arise as a result of an imagination that there is a separate you and others. There is a you who separates from others. There are other people. But see, there are no other people already. There's just everything. There's nobody who's living already. So there's nobody to die. There's just this. There's just everything. You can call it life, but this life doesn't belong to anyone. It's just life. Appearing as somebody who's living life, who has a family, children, friends, relatives. This, as it is, has no friends, has no relatives, has no children. This is nothing that appears as everything. It's beyond birth and death. So, in the same way, the space can never be destroyed, can never get bent, can never get wet, can never die. So, what you really are is more like space, yet it's subtler than space. So, it's more solid than what seems to be solid, or what or or what is imagined to be solid. It doesn't mind, you know, doesn't mind the words. It doesn't mind what's happening. So there's nothing happening. There's no world. There are no people. There's no good and bad. There's just this unconditional love, aliveness that seems uh, to make everything to seem to be alive. There are no real separate individuals or individuals. There's just this aliveness, spaciousness that seems to be everywhere present, making everything to glow, making everything to look as if it has some things have their own life, but it's just this appearing in everything as everything.
Look tired.
Sorry?
You look tired.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. It's just or should I say energy. Yeah. No, I feel energized in a way. Yeah.
Lately, when I've been going to sleep, I've been lying down in bed, just feeling like static. You probably don't even know what static is. Used to be um before cable television. Did you ever have like regular broadcast television when you were a kid? It just
Yeah.
went through the airwaves. So then when there was no station, there was just this white and black circling static.
I
Love
remember this one.
watching static. Beautiful, patterns that arise. But I've been going to bed and I just feel like static sometimes. And I just sort of imagine myself outside of my body. I can just sort of leave the body. I don't really feel myself rising, but something seems to leave the body. And I can just dance. And spirit can just dance in the nothingness. Sometimes just I feel this like kind of like painting patterns with my bodiless body. Flopping around. And then somehow that helps alleviate some of this static, massive amounts of energy. I go to sleep.
Yeah. I remember a friend of mine from I think it was from Nigeria. Yeah. We used to share this message, you know. I used to share. He used to share this message with me. Uh, it was, I think it was a long time ago when I was still in the in a church, Christian. Yeah, I remember he would, in the midst of sharing the message, he would just stand up and just dance, make
He was
those
from Nigeria,
movements.
but he lived in South Africa. So that you're talking about in person?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think it was back in 2015, 2014, around there. Yeah, he would just suddenly dance, make those yoga moves.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I feel what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just allowed everything to play out. Yeah, I didn't say anything. I just,
Yeah.
yeah, I think he felt that energy, yeah, around his body, and then it felt as if like he should move around, just
Yeah.
do those dances. Yeah.
I love to dance. Sometimes when I dance, I feel like I'm not dancing. That's my favorite part. You know, my mind isn't even engaged in it. It's just happening, you know.
Yeah. So you like to dance for the faster rhythm or just slower the beats?
Goes, I go to this club. It's like not a nightclub, but it's a dance club
Oh yeah.
where the dancing starts slow and then it goes faster, 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 and then goes slow again over about an hour period. And everybody there is dancing, and the rules are no talking,
Yeah.
and nobody's trying to hook up with anybody. It's
Yeah.
just dancing. Yeah. And it's almost it's put on by people who are basically yoga people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. Some usually say, when you dance, some movements, when you make some movements dancing, there are some movements that can activate the chi power, you know, the one that allows you to
Yeah.
use, yeah, to move things without touching them, heal people. Mm.
Maybe that's what's been going on with all this damn energy I've been having. I went dancing
Yeah.
this weekend and it was just amazing. Sometimes just feeling like I'm just like floating and all this stuff. It's beautiful.
Do you feel peace while you're dancing?
Huh?
Do you feel peace while you are dancing?
I don't know if peace is the right word. I take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Not like the way I'm moving, but I consider it like a prayer, you know. And the other people there feel like it's a prayer too, even though nobody's in the same religion. there's no organization there, you know. The people there will be bowing and people generally start on the ground and then they slowly get up and they do a lot of this,
Yeah.
So peaceful, it's trance. I feel like I'm in a trance sometimes, Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But I'm getting old and I need to keep moving, right? So I go for exercise. It's my favorite way to exercise. So that's my excuse. That's why I can tell my wife I'm going to go for 3 hours to dance. Because it takes a while to get there, come back.
Wow. Yeah, it's good to make the body to move around, do some things, get busy.
Yeah. Everybody's there with their strange, non-existent personalities, right? All different, so when I went to this weekend, maybe 150 people in a big dance place,
Wow.
all sorts
So
of
many.
different people from all over the country. And when I went to Los Angeles, there'd be 500 people from all over the world, but now there's just 100 people from all over the South. But all these different kind of personalities, and everybody's got their different ideas and moves in different ways and expresses it, and and we don't know each other. People don't know each other generally. It's it all just happens
So
in this beauty.
is there background music?
Yeah, it's music.
Oh,
So it'll be both people playing music from computers that they've mixed together of you know um they mix it together so that it goes very smoothly, but different beats that start slow and then go fast. But then, when it's going fast, then people will be picking up, drums and clapping and stamping their feet. And sometimes there's various instruments that people will pick up and play percussively to play with the music. One of the most amazing things was like a month ago, power went out. And for about 10 or 15 minutes, it just kept going. People just like were yelling and clapping and playing the drums and still dancing. And it was better than any of the music that people were playing.
wow.
Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. And some people can dance really well, there's people who are trained dancers, people like me who can't dance at all. Flailing around, looking stupid. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference.
So each person is focusing on his or her dancing.
People focus on each other too.
Hmm.
People look at each other, people dance with each other. Some people form piles, people just like rolling around together, touching and almost like wrestling sometimes. Start spontaneously. Sometimes
Wow.
couples will come, husband and wife or whatever. They'll dance together and dance around. People form spontaneous partnerships and then go along. I just dance by myself. But I love to go around through everybody's dancing. I'll dance through people and just sort of pass their energy.
Wow.
And then I think, what is moving? Nothing is moving. Sometimes that occurs to me. Sometimes you really feel that, you know,
Yeah.
that you're just passing through a different, it's like one medium. You know that word medium?
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. It's just one medium, just passing through different reflections of it.
It's like the body is moving through you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The body as well can be seen moving, moving in this, but this doesn't move. It's just so even the movement itself is no movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this doesn't move. It's just as it is.
Yeah.
And this doesn't even mind when the body uh, dies or collapses. It doesn't mind. It remains as it is. But when there is that strong identification with the body, which is also what is everything appearing as its identification, then it may seem as if there's something that is afraid to lose the body. It holds on to it for dear life.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Have you ever seen any Monty Python? Do you know what Monty Python is?
A snake.
Yes, it is the name of a snake, but uh it's also a name of a British comedy troupe that was around in the 70s and made some really funny movies. And it's one of them that they've got called The Story of Life. And it starts with this tree and it's fall, sunsets in the background. It's an animated thing, right? It's a cartoon. And then it says, no, 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 I can't. And then like one leaf will fall off, falls down. And then some other leaves start to but oh no, he's gone, he's dead. And then some of those leaves fall down. And then eventually all the leaves just go fall down.
Yeah.
I just thought that was hilarious when I was a little kid.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah, that's what it's like though. I mean, because it's one tree, right? It's
Yeah.
just it's like the seasonal.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful as it is. It's just beautiful.
Do
Because
you have to go?
this
What
is
time is it?
no, it's okay. It's still
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
My head's
Yeah. If
hurting
you
today. Such a strange feeling, when your head hurts, just like sinuses or something, and the sleeping problems. Feels like there's like batteries in my nose or something.
yeah,
So I
are you
think,
feeling pain?
yeah, it's not a
Headache?
bad thing. Huh?
Is it headache?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sinus headache. So right here.
Oh, oh
So
yeah.
seasonal stuff. But it's such a strange thing to think through the pain. There's the pain, there's the thoughts of the pain, you know, and then there's the experience of the thoughts of the pain. Sometimes the pain takes over the thoughts, takes over the experience. Sometimes the experience can take over the thoughts, take over the pain, and then it's not so bad. But it's like three
Yeah.
distinct.
So what is pain without the one who says, I'm feeling pain?
Exactly. It's just there.
Yeah.
And it's not so painful, you know. You can have it take over and then it's painful, and then you can say you can detach and then it's not so painful.
Exactly. And it may happen to go away
Yeah.
as a result of that little investigation to really go down uh the one who seems to be a victim. Where is that one? Who is that one? Is he really there? Or it's just a thought? And when it is seen, that's all. There is no victim. The pain, the headache may seem to go away.
But that only works for as long as you're thinking like that. The minute you stop thinking about that, the headache comes back. So if you're in Nkosi, you're okay, but all the rest of us, it comes back.
Yeah, it may seem to be there, but it's already not there. It may suddenly disappear. You're still feeling it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go squirt some water up my nose. That helps it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's you know the way definitely it goes away. It's not as bad, but it's still there. But who is the victim? Who is the victim? Is there a victim? Is there a problem? No.
Yeah. Behind those eyes, is there somebody behind those eyes? Is Charles behind those eyes? Or it's just nothing? Is there a shape? Is there a real shape? Or it's just imaginary? Things are never really what they seem to be. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna write that one down too.
Sorry?
I'm gonna write that one down too. Is there someone behind those eyes? You got a haircut.
Yes.
Looks good. I need one.
Thanks. Yeah, I did it. When was it? Was it on Friday? Yeah, Friday. Friday. Yeah, I had to do it.
When it gets too long, it starts to bother you.
Yeah, since it's very hot,
Ah,
sometimes it may,
yeah.
may, yeah, starting to have a gray hair as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My hair went completely gray during COVID. It didn't used to be like this. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's blonde. Yeah.
So it began to be gray after 2020.
Well, it was gradual, but there's a big jump in maybe 2020, 2019. Yeah, something like that. My beard used to only be a little tiny bit gray right here.
Yeah.
And the whole thing.
Oh. Yeah, I remember seeing one of your photos there on Facebook. Yeah.
I used to get on Facebook a lot, but now I only get on there to talk to you
Oh, yeah.
or to buy things. Sometimes people sell things through Facebook, so I buy things around here. I bought a big whiteboard for my office and that kind of thing. Printer. I bought a printer. Yeah.
Oh, they sell them from the local area.
Yeah. But you
Oh,
have to go get it. So, you know,
oh.
so you go to somebody's house and give them $50 and they give you something and you hope it works. That kind of thing.
I forgot to drink my green tea. It's
Uh-oh.
cold.
Tastes good cold too.
Sorry.
Green tea tastes good cold too.
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Yeah, but I think this one is too strong. Yeah, this one.
Uh,
Yeah.
Japanese drink a lot of cold green tea.
Oh,
Yeah. They get it in little
so
plastic. Yeah.
it's better when it's cold than when it's hot.
I like it both ways. But if you go to like a Japanese gas station, they'll sell little plastic bottles and there'll be little pictures of many, many types of leaves on the bottle. That's like health, trying to advertise to you that you're not getting just tea, that you're getting all these types of special herbs that are going to help your body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's what
Yeah.
people drink like instead of water.
Okay.
And there's like no sugar in it. It tastes really great. Yeah. So
Yeah. It's beautiful.
everybody I know who's Japanese has a name like yours. Your name is so Japanese sounding.
Because
Yes. Totally sounds Koshi and Koshi. It's funny.
yeah, yeah, but it is a Zulu name,
Mm.
which means king,
Ah,
ghost.
like Christ. Christ means king.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You can say as well God. We also say Nkosi when we mean
Oh,
to God.
huh.
Nkosi yasithanda. God
So
loves us.
your dad named you,
Yes, my dad.
and
He used to.
it was his nod to Christ, probably, huh?
Yeah, he was a pastor. He was a
Yeah.
pastor. He had his own church. He used uh, to prepare a tenth there to, and we would make services every weekend. Yeah, he's so all my names are like that. The other one is Mhloni Penny. My other name is Mhloni Penny,
What does that
which
mean?
means respects.
Ah.
Yeah.
So my middle name is Krishna, like Hari
Oh,
Krishna.
oh yeah.
So if you say
Wow.
Charlie Krishna, it sounds like Hari Krishna.
Yeah.
So my name is like a joke god.
So what's the meaning of Krishna?
It's an Indian god,
Oh yeah.
Hari Krishna. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Nice. Beautiful.
Okay, Nkosi, I'm gonna go
Okay.
take care of the headache. It's not there.
Yeah. It took you away soon. Yeah.
Next week. Thank you.
Always welcome.
Yeah.